What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the E-League series streams. Welcome back to my Esto. I am your host to the most, Mr. Director, aka DVK. Wow, bunch of words. It always happens at the start of the stream. Yeah, we're back for some test matches. Today, we're gonna be showing two matches for you guys. First up, we have a rematch of the last one we had on the last stream. We have Sounds Palace Entertainment from Kahawa Sukari, aka Shuge, versus Qwerty Gaming Lounge from Buruburu, Tanonane. So it's a rematch of the last time we had a test match, but these guys are gonna be playing kickoff on FIFA 21. The game listed, I think, is FIFA 22, but that's going to be the second match I'm showing for you guys today. But for this one, for this particular one, we have FIFA 21. So it's a kickoff match. There's been a few issues with these guys sort of sorting out their connection. I think different consoles, one lounge on PS4, the other one on PS5. So those issues came up. So the solution that we came up with was for these guys to play on FIFA 21 on kickoff on PS4. Then we can move on to the next match, which will be between Horizon Gaming Lounge, repping Parklands, versus Bushhunters Gaming Lounge from Maringo, Marish. So it's gonna be interesting to see another set of newcomers on the stream today. And that one will be on FIFA 22, FIFA Ultimate Team. So that's gonna be an interesting watch. So we're about to see our first match any second now. We're just watching the Qwerty boys set up the squads. We should be getting into the match any moment now. And I hope they've sorted out the sound. I cannot hear anything at the minute on my end. But this, I think, will be the quickest we've ever started a match, because usually there's more delays. But it shows things are improving. We're getting better. But I cannot hear anything. So they're going to have to sort out the sound. Oh no, there is the sound. Brilliant. So seeing a Liverpool mirror match. Let's to use fighting game terms. Both lounges are using Liverpool, which I actually hadn't noticed before. Earlier I'd seen one of them picking France or something like that. But yeah, we should be good to go any second now. It's probably the boys from Shuge adding some final touches to their squad before we get into the game. But yeah, I think the last stream these two played. They played an Ultimate Team, and the score I believe was 2-2, if I remember correctly. I think Qwerty had taken an early lead, if my memory serves me right. Qwerty had taken an early lead, got 2 goals in the first half. Shuge pulled one back, and then in the second half they got the equalizer towards the end of the game. And that's how the game ended. So both these guys are gonna be looking to get the win. We're still not ready to get the show on the road. Seems like the boys from Kahawa Sukari are still adding some final touches. And by the commentary audio is still on. I've forgotten the settings these people are supposed to be putting, but yes. Should be just about ready any second now. If again, assuming Sounds Palace are still adding some final touches to their tactics and getting ready to set off. But we should be ready now. We should be good to go now. So yeah, we are off. We have Qwerty Gaming Lounge in the red, and Sounds Palace in the, what color is that, turquoise. It's quite a bit of lag here, but I think these teams are gonna plow through. So that ping is looking quite bad. Connection is not looking smooth at the minute. If you can see the ping numbers there. But they are pushing on. Sounds Palace with a shot. Saved there by Alisson. We have a first corner of the game in the 4th minute. It's very easily headed away by Sadio Mane. Sounds Palace back on the ball with Kostas Tsimikas. Playing the ball up to Fabinho. Sounds Palace. Oh my god, we're having some technical issues here. Seems to be connection problems on Qwerty's side. There's some seriously bad ping I'm seeing there. And the stream is also buffering quite a bit, so I don't know how smoothly this is going to progress. Things are looking very bad right now. Stream is looking quite choppy. We see Qwerty here pushing on with Mo Salah. Ball eventually gets to Wijnaldum. The game is looking quite laggy, so but the ping has gone down. It's looking good now. Hopefully things have smoothened out. Ping is looking decent now. Gini Wijnaldum, of course now a player at Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. But of course, as I said earlier, this is FIFA 21. The second match of the stream we'll be watching will be 22. But yeah, stream looking very choppy indeed. There seems to be connection issues on Buruburu's end. We have a chance here, Sadio Mane. So well dealt with by Sounds Palace. Pushing forward now, trying to create a chance, but they lose the ball immediately. Have Fabinho here. Looking for a pass to Kostas Tsimikas. Whips the ball in and should be headed away for a corner, yes. Qwerty Gaming Lounge taking the second corner of the game. Crossed in. It's fairly easily dealt with by Sounds Palace. I think that was Alisson with a punch there. Sounds Palace now looking to play the ball out from the back. Create themselves a clear-cut chance. There hasn't been too many so far. But here's Mo Salah for Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Looking for space to get the shot off, but the pass is intercepted. Another corner for the Tanonane boys. I was going to be looking for the likes of Virgil van Dijk. The cross is straight to the heads of Sounds Palace, who very easily had it out, and now looking for a through pass to Mo Salah, who I think was offside. That's why he let go of his run. Pass was a bit too close to Alisson anyway. Yeah, hasn't been too much action in this match so far. Possibly partly owing to the choppy connection, but just as I say that, Qwerty Gaming Lounge get themselves the first goal of the game, making it 1-0 against the boys from Kahawa Sukari, the boys from Shugye. And this is exactly how the last match between these two started. So Qwerty are going to have to stay on toes. They got in the early lead in the first half, but Sounds Palace fought their way back to get the 2-2 draw. They still have some work to do in this one. Yes, Sounds Palace looking for a chance of their own here. Fabinho on the ball. Outside the box looking for Roberto Firmino. The ball is retrieved by Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Sadio Mane down the right wing. Looking to get past Virgil van Dijk. Scoops the ball inside. Had gotten himself some space on his left foot, perhaps could have taken the shot there, but he wasn't able to. So there's Mane again. Qwerty looking to make it 2-0. Mane loses the ball, it's Salah. And Salah tucks it away in the bottom corner, makes it 2-0. That's a CR7 celebration. It is 2-0 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge, repping Buruburu. They're gonna want not to have Sounds Palace replicate proceedings from last time. Once again, this is exactly how the last match between these two started. So they're gonna have to be very careful. Sounds Palace constantly probing, just haven't been able to find that space to get a shot off and make the keeper work. So Qwerty back on the ball here. Jorginho Wijnaldum to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just being very patient to their build-up here. Mo Salah, man who just scored the second goal for Qwerty, looking perhaps to get his second of the game. Cross is cut out by, I think that was Tsimikas. And Trent on the ball for this corner for Qwerty. Alisson is a fair bit off his line. So some very interesting positioning there, but Qwerty unable to get the shot off. And fairly well dealt with by Sounds Palace. So approaching the end of the first half, I don't think there'll be much added time here. Hasn't been too many stoppages. It's 1 minute of added time. Jordan Henderson was looking for the through pass, but it's cut out. And I think Qwerty are going to run the clock for the first half. Tsimikas here. I was going to look for the cross, perhaps try and get the third goal of the game. Jorginho Wijnaldum looking for space here. Wide of the far post. And that is the end of the first half here between Qwerty Gaming Lounge and Sounds Palace. Qwerty Gaming Lounge once again, exactly like last time, 2-0 up. But they are going to have to stay on toes. Sounds Palace, to be fair, by this point had already gotten themselves an equalizer in the last match. But they're looking much less dangerous in this one. So it remains to be seen how things progress here. Perhaps going to be making some changes to their tactics, tweaking things. Qwerty, for the most part, have kind of dominated proceedings. And apart from the first few minutes, Sounds Palace didn't get any. They haven't gotten too many clear-cut chances this game, so going to be interesting to see how things progress once again. The Sounds Palace kicking us off, but nearly losing the ball already. Working the ball up to the right wing with Trent Alexander-Arnold. They're looking for an early goal here in this second half. And there's Mo Salah who might just get it for them. It's a big save there from Alisson. Very well dealt with there. There's Alexander-Arnold once again, looking for Diogo Jota, who Qwerty have brought in. Don't believe Jota was on the pitch before. He must have come on for Roberto Firmino. Because Salah is up in the middle now. But Qwerty with another corner, perhaps trying to make it 3-0. Looking for the cross to the near post. The ball finds its way back to Alexander-Arnold. Another cross to Mane. Just wide of the post with the header. Qwerty is still in a fairly comfortable position here. Still enjoying a good chunk of the possession. Sounds Palace on the ball right now, though. The Sadio Mane playing to Firmino. What can Sounds Palace do here? They haven't really been running the ball wide and crossing the ball like Qwerty have this game. And Joe Gomez with a tackle. Sounds Palace get themselves a penalty. Things could be getting interesting now. We seem to have lost the connection, like I said before. To be fair, things had smoothened out, but connection's been lost now. I don't know what's going to happen next. Whether they'll have to replay the second half or something like that. It was 2-0 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Gonna wait for communication from management. But like I said, after this, of course, we'll be waiting for Horizon versus Bushhunters. And the Horizon rep, Jackson, is in the chat with us. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I've just lost the connection here. I'm waiting for communication to find out what's going to happen next, whether the two lounges will replay that second half or... because I'm not sure personally. Or whether we'll just move on to our next match of the stream. But there seem to have been quite a few connection issues between these two lounges. So we'll wait and see what decision is going to be made. But yeah, if you're just joining us, welcome. We're doing some test matches for the Esto FIFA program. Of course, we had 4 lounges with us in season 1. And we've had 3 new ones join us, but there's been I think one more. Of course, Bushhunters are enlisted here from Maringo. We have Sans Palace from Kahawa Sukari. So currently we have 8 lounges on the program, which is good signs of growth for us here at ACE. So we're running some test matches as we plan ahead for season 2, which will be running next year. So it remains to be seen what course of action is going to be taken. Again, I'm still waiting for communication to find out what's going to be done, whether we're going to have to replay the second half or we just move on to the next match. But yeah, as we wait for that, perhaps we could take a tiny break. Still no communication from management. The guys at Buruburu don't seem to be trying to get back in the game, so I really have no clue what's going to happen next. So I think we can take a short break. When we come back, we should have some more information for you guys on whether we'll see a replay of that second half or the entire match, or we just move on to Horizon versus Bushhunters. Actually, I seem to be getting some communication here from management. So they're going to replay the second half. So that means, of course, Qwerty Gaming Lounge are 2-0 up. So yeah, we'll see a replay of the second half a bit in a couple moments. But in any case, let's take a tiny break. Because I'm sure there's quite a bit of setup that's going to go into this. But when we come back, second half between Qwerty Gaming Lounge and Sounds Palace Entertainment. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back to the stream, everyone. We're back for the second half, a replay of the second half between Qwerty Gaming Lounge representing Buruburu and Sounds Palace Entertainment representing Kahawa Sukari aka Shuge. So the agreement has been, obviously if you've been watching the stream, you would have seen that the two lounges disconnected. So the agreement has been Kahawa Sukari had just gotten a penalty there just before the match disconnected. So Qwerty have agreed to give that goal. And we'll see a full replay of the second half. So it's going to be 2-1 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge. And we'll replay the full 45 minutes. So we're just going to wait for these two teams to set up their tactics once again. Gonna be a bit of a wait, but at the end of the first half, Qwerty were dominating proceedings quite a bit. They were looking good until they gave away that penalty. So Sounds Palace have found themselves a lifeline. And of course, there's no second legs or whatever. These are just test matches that we're running. And the next one we're going to be seeing is going to be Horizon Gaming and Esports, from Parklands. Coming up against another new lounge, Bushhunters Gaming Lounge from Maringo. So yeah, just waiting for Sounds Palace to sort out their squad once again. And then we can carry on with the match. So yeah. Shuge seemed to be ready. Sounds Palace seemed to be ready to go. So we should be kicking off any moment now. Yeah, it's been the matches have been starting quickly, but there's been connection issues. There always has to be one thing or another with these streams, but this is the purpose of these test matches, to sort of ironing out all the issues before we get started with Season 2 next year. But yes, 2-1 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Connection issues have resurfaced, but hopefully they smoothen out as time passes. I think this is how the match started earlier, but as time went on, things sort of just smoothened themselves out. But Sounds Palace have already won themselves the ball. I'm gonna be looking for a chance here to equalize. Here's Roberto Firmino on the edge of the box. The ref is playing advantage, but they take the free kick quite smartly. A big chance for them to get the equalizer here. Mo Salah standing over the ball. That's not the best free kick, to be honest. Qwerty Gaming Lounge with a let-off there. And, once again, we're experiencing some connection issues. But hopefully we can finish the game. It's been quite choppy between these two lounges. So going forward, there's gonna have to find a permanent solution. See the stream's keeping ahead here a bit. Qwerty Gaming Lounge still on the ball, but really experiencing some technical difficulties here. But things should be smoothening now. Qwerty Gaming Lounge getting themselves a third goal. They barely saw the build-up. But that is 3-1 to Qwerty now. The two lounges are plowing on under the circumstances. But yeah, again, barely saw the build-up, but it was Mo Salah that tapped it into the bottom corner. So that is 3-1 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Very early on in the second half, not 10 minutes played, so we can assume it's the 55th minute. As Sounds Palace get back on the ball, look for a path forward to try and get themselves an equalizer. And Sounds Palace get past the keeper. It's 3-2. That was very quick. Well, the keeper would have made the save there, to be honest. That's why he wasn't getting too animated about that chance. But somehow, I think that was Firmino that got past the keeper and bundled it across the line. So 3-2 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Stream is not looking very clear right now, but we push on. So Dio Mane here. The Qwerty Gaming Lounge just with quite patient build-up play here, but they lose the ball eventually. Here's I can barely see the names here, but I think that was Mo Salah that Sounds Palace were looking for. But of course they've lost possession here. Qwerty Gaming Lounge getting the ball back. We are experiencing quite a few connection issues here. Our apologies. So unfortunately, we'll have to keep working under the circumstances here. The match is looking quite laggy as well. But the two teams are plowing on here. Sadio Mane looking for a cheeky roulette to get past the defender, but Qwerty winning it back. Qwerty don't really have to force much here, but they have to be very careful with how they handle the ball, because if they concede once again, they've of course lost their lead. They're working their way forward slowly here. Wijnaldum on the ball. Tsimikas back to Wijnaldum. Qwerty looking for some space to get a shot off. Salah pushed off the ball there, but I think that was Fabinho. Fabinho on the ball now. The half has quieted down quite a bit here. There hasn't been any chances really since Sounds Palace got their second goal. They're working their way forward here. Sadio Mane on the edge of the box, perhaps is going to get the shot off. Passes it to Firmino, but Firmino loses the ball inside the 18. Qwerty back on the ball. We're approaching the last 15 minutes of the second half here. Of course, in game it's a first half, but it's a replay. The previous match had disconnected. Qwerty being very patient once again, not forcing anything. This is Mo Salah on the ball now. Gonna use the space to get past the defenders. It could be 4-2 here. Very well taken goal there by Qwerty Gaming Lounge. Mohamed Salah, who is quite possibly the Premier League's best player at the moment. Very well taken finish there into the, I think that was the top corner. Once again, unfortunately, the stream isn't looking too clear, but We can recognize the Pharaoh anyway. Mohamed Salah making it 4-2 to Qwerty Gaming Lounge. And Sounds Palace have an even bigger mountain to climb as we approach the final 10 minutes of the second half here. Qwerty winning the ball back once again. I'll be looking for the 5th goal of the game here. Yes, Fabinho. Qwerty slowing the game down quite a bit. They won't mind doing that too much because obviously they have a 2-goal cushion and don't want Sounds Palace to get on the ball. This is the game I think we're going to be watching until the ref blows the whistle. It's running down the clock, passing around the back. Only progressing the ball when there's a clear path forward. Except that time, very sloppily given away there by Qwerty. But time is running out for Sounds Palace. The boys from Shuge only have 5 minutes of regulation time to play. There's Salah with a cross to Sadio Mane. Almost called him Mohamed Mane. Sadio Mane has his shot saved at point blank range by Alisson. We're rather quickly approaching the end of the game. Mane perhaps with one of the final chances of the game. Loses the ball. And Sounds Palace perhaps will be looking to get a goal back before the ref blows the whistle. Just 1 minute of normal time to play. The 1 minute of added time. I think it's the game is over here for Sounds Palace. Qwerty Gaming Lounge have possession here with a throw-in. It's fair to say the game is over at this point. And that is all she wrote. Qwerty Gaming Lounge in the rematch against Sounds Palace Entertainment, winning it 4-2. It's a good, fairly good performance from Qwerty. Second half, the defense wasn't looking quite as solid. They gave away a penalty before the disconnection earlier, of course. And again, a very sloppy, a very cheap goal for Sounds Palace second, given away there by Qwerty Gaming Lounge. But they come through the win in the end. It is 4-2. And I'm sure they'll be happy with that result for this test match. But again, some connection issues experienced between these two lounges, so I'm sure we'll be looking for some solutions going forward. But that is the end of that. You can see there Qwerty dominating proceedings in this second half, 63% possession, all their shots on target. Good performance from them. So yeah, we'll be moving on to Parklands versus Maringo for our next match on this stream. Horizon Gaming Lounge versus Bushhunters Gaming Lounge. So, of course, we won't be watching this second half. The game is over. So yeah, we'll be waiting for the link to Horizon stream, and then we carry on. So yeah, that is the end of that. We will be waiting for Horizon and Bushhunters in the interim. But as that's happening, we can take a short break. When we come back, we'll be switching over to FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. This was FIFA 21 seasons. So FIFA 22 Ultimate Team for Parklands versus Maringo. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have that action for you. So do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
Nintendo killed the beat.
Let's see here.
No, my goodness,
snake,
in the forest.
That snake's right behind us.
That.
It's there.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh no, he's not there. Oh no. Oh, he commits another mistake.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't need to. It was all a setup. Will he use his range?
God.
He doesn't. He knocked him too far. Oh no, he's dead. No, he's not. Give up. Oh. Boom, excellent combo. Perfect combo. Oh, catches him with the second hit of the string.
Nice.
A bit eager.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, and he's dead. Just managed to come against away from that. The wall? No, just before the wall.
Oh.
What's going on with Mr. Cameraman here? Both in range.
Nice.
Oh!
Nice.
Boom. The wall? No. Unfortunately, the dash.
Everything Ghost tries seems not to work. Like you can see in his gameplay, like man he's been rocked to the core.
To the core, shaken and stunned. Look at this.
Oh
no, this might be it. No.
I knew. Oh God, that's the key charge.
That Tempest.
If you key charge, you'd even stop playing Pepe. No need.
Horizon Gaming Lounge, getting the ball back, giving it straight back to Don Bashra. Don Bashra enjoying a relatively good spell so far. Been 10 minutes since they conceded the fourth goal. Oh my lord, that should be 4-1. Very nice bit of play there. Horizon have been looking very strong so far. Here we have Serge Gnabry on the ball, which finds its way to Wang Hee-chan. When Serge Gnabry the through pass, and that's 2-1, just as I just said it. There's no pressure on them to make maximum use of their chances, but here's Marcus Rashford. Ball finds its way to Rodrigo Palacio. And Palacio absolutely bangs that into the back of the net. No chance for the keeper. Easy save for him. Now we have Marco Reus on the ball for Horizon, gives it to Mbappe. Would hold it on the ball now. Up to Neymar. Showing us the skill. Mbappe again. This could be 6. Oh my lord, no. Don't do that.
So, Matu, this is your first gig on commentary.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I'm excited.
Look,
Let's see how it
there's the
goes.
camera. Show that stream your beautiful face. We'd like to see it.
You're in trouble. But here we go now. Now the next part will go to final.
Okay, nice. Dark and punish.
On we go. Boom. Look at that pressure.
I'm telling you,
Look at that pressure.
DBK is in the market and he came with the blender.
And he came
because
with
the
the
fruits are right there.
Hey.
Big up from me all the way from the UAE.
He's in the UAE.
Yes,
What the hell? This whole time I thought he was
he's enjoying the sand dunes.
enjoying your sand dunes, huh?
Yeah.
And the Arabs.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, Mr. Arab Money himself.
Oh, come back with 3 wives, huh?
Yes. And that's the law.
That's the law, you know.
Oh, nice leg.
Yeah, you need to go down.
Oh, and that's
Boom. But not that. Finish him. I'm shocked he didn't do that.
oh, and he anticipated it.
Excellent block.
He started lacking yesterday.
Yeah, yes, he was ready for it.
Okay, the triple plus 4. Hey, everyone just looking for the brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me brain.
I don't take it.
The whip. No can't with punish. I guess it. Oh!
Get out.
Get that stuff out of
I
you.
am not interested.
My friend, I am colorblind. Go for grab. It takes really quick. I don't know grab it. Oh, Paris are coming.
He loves that. Let's go to the
Oh
top and
no!
press it back.
Get this ni wewe na mama. But people who are not Swahili speakers, well,
Go back home
Yes,
with
no,
that
it's
deficit
there.
of yours. Go back to that deficit of yours.
oh,
I hope you guys are feeling the same by God.
Please.
I hope you mean
Or is he saying his last prayers?
he must be by the way. Praying to all manner of God.
He prays to the sun. And the sun is no longer
The
there.
sun is in there. It's underneath all the
Unless
clouds.
he's going to look for the sun.
Again. Oh, get
Oh,
going.
nice.
And no.
Oh,
I broke up.
I'm telling you,
This
extra
extra done. Oh, extra done.
has some gimmicks for
Oh,
days.
jeez. Hold on.
I expected the throw. The
Yeah,
ground
also
throw.
did. Yeah, and then he said no. Everyone is expecting that.
My friend, nakuchemshia ngumi. Oh, lovely.
Oh, this is going to hit. This is going to hit.
I'm
wow.
telling you, Matusai is the team of the day.
Yeah, he's but say in general he's a very second-rate player.
Oh, just
So he's gonna be looking for.
not a reset, but messed up again.
Oh no!
This one killed. This one.
What did we say about Batusai?
But the size special.
What did we say? What did we say? He's not dead though. One more mix-up for both players. What's gonna happen? Oh, slow-mo. Nice. Rage every time.
Yeah, every time.
Behave, my friend.
We have security who let this man in. Security.
I'm authorized
Security.
to have access to every single inch of this room.
Security. What is this man doing here? Get him out. Get him out.
Relax. I'm here to help. Calm down.
I was doing okay on my own. Anyway, this is thinking. I feel like Harlem is a bit shaky now. I don't know. He's not doing what he usually does. It seems like he's just being. Look. Like what is that?
To be fair, he has a defense. Most of us have it. We're quite hungry.
I'm also hungry. You guys are usually like.
Man, no, I can't play if I have a defense.
You give me see. What is he supposed to press?
He messed up the 4-4-3.
Oh,
But he still
again.
gets it.
What is Harry doing? He's throwing out his random things.
He's hungry. It's been a long day.
Those are excuses. When you lose and you go out, you can't go and write over there. They don't write on the trophy this guy wasn't hungry.
You should say that. No food was provided at the venue.
It should.
They're going to make a very long tweet about this.
Maybe this one I'm going to call out. Maybe in this thread, 1/out of 38. Decoded, do not provide us with food. I almost died of hunger.
It was a shit show.
It is but it's always, as I said, if it wasn't a shit show, we wouldn't enjoy it as much.
That's true. That's true.
It's how we are. It's how we are.
okay, block. You have to remember, Leroy was nerfed, but he's still very much S tier.
S tier. That's the thing.
He was just nerfed from God tier.
He was people S tier.
Yeah,
Now it's just S tier.
he was no, he was just not in the tier. He was just looking at the tier list from above, smiling his carefree smile. But now he's dropped all the way to the very top of the tier.
But mind you, also Queen Arrow does the same thing by the way. Yeah. Livika is hyping the crowd. He's hyping the crowd because his name is...
What's going on, everyone? We're back. We are waiting for the second match of the stream here between Parklands and Maringo, aka Horizon Gaming and Esports, and Bushhunters Gaming Lounge, whose feed I think we are watching right now. Of course, we'll need Bushhunters to remove these PS4 overlays here so we can see a full view of the gameplay. But the stream is live. They're sorting out all the settings and everything. We're just waiting for the match to get started. I think it's Ultimate Team. These two are going to be playing, as I pointed out earlier in the stream. But yeah, we're waiting for these guys to get started. If you had joined us earlier, you would have seen Qwerty Gaming Lounge representing Buruburu beat the other new boys, Sounds Palace from Shuge, by a score of 4-2. It was a match fairly hampered by some connection issues here and there, but we got there in the end. Now, once again, we are waiting for Bushhunters and Horizon to get underway. And hopefully these guys will sort out the correct settings. I'm just waiting for them to. I'm not even an ultimate team yet, actually, man. So it's. So yeah, just waiting for these guys to set up, and then we will get this show on the road. Rashad, I've just seen you in the YouTube chat. You want us to commentate together? You'll have to go through the proper channels. No, actually, we used to have another commentator here called Bruno. Haven't heard from him in a little while. I think he's handling some personal issues. But when we started, he was the one who was holding it down. Very good FIFA commentator. So yeah, once again, just waiting for these guys. We apologize for all the lulls. There's been a number of technical difficulties throughout the stream, but again, this is the purpose of these test matches that we run every so often. The stream is looking better now. So I think they're sorting out all the settings first before they get into Ultimate Team. This is supposed to be an Ultimate Team match these guys are playing. Ideally, you'd want the music disabled for streaming purposes. Yes, sir. Yes, the settings are looking good now. So yeah, from here the next step should be for these guys to set up the squads so we can get this show on the road. I have not, of course, it's the first time we'll be seeing Bushhunters on my store, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of Ultimate Team squad they have. But I can see Bongi's. They're using the account of Bongi's CK, who of course is a prominent FIFA player in the local community here in Kenya. So probably gonna be a strong squad. We shall wait and see what the squad is looking like. Actually, Bushhunters have their own account, so it's gonna be. If Bonges is there, it's probably gonna be a pretty good squad. So yeah, sure. Just waiting for these guys to connect with Jackson, I believe, who is representing Horizon. But I don't know if that's Jackson's account. We'll see. I will roll with it. Squad is alright. Squad is looking alright. No special cards, but it's looking alright anyway. I think we'll be waiting for Jackson. Unless Jackson is using a different account today, I'm not too sure. But yeah, of course, these guys are still sorting out their squads. It's gonna be a couple of minutes still before we get into the action. But yeah, taking our time here, making sure everything is looking good. And then we can get the show on the road. So yeah, once again, Parklands versus Maringo is our next match, our final match for this stream. Horizon Gaming and Esports, of course, repping Parklands. And Bushhunters Gaming Lounge repping Maringo. I think it is the Bushhunters feed we're watching here, so this is the squad we're seeing. And as we wait for that, hopefully you guys have been sticking around enjoying the matches. Jackson has confirmed in the YouTube chat that he is using a different account, so brilliant. We are good to go, it seems. Looking like we are ready and set. So yeah, once again, just waiting for these guys to set up the squads. Doesn't seem to be anything else happening on Bushhunters' side. But actually, let's take a bit of a look at the squad. Squad is looking alright. Got some fairly highly rated players there: Modric, Insigne. Got Lautaro Martinez on the bench. Forgotten that Inter Milan centre back's name. It looks like we're gonna get into the match any moment now. Jackson has confirmed he is ready and waiting. Bushhunters, of course, we can see their feed in front of our very eyes. You can see the ping between these two is looking okay. Jackson confirming with us he's using a different account this year. Of course, with this being a new game, everyone has to start building their squads from scratch. But looks like we are ready to go now. Bushhunters Gaming Lounge on the left versus Horizon Gaming and Esports. Maringo versus Parklands. Wanna get the action started any moment now. As I said earlier, this is FIFA Ultimate Team, FIFA 22. The previous match was FIFA 21 seasons. Nowadays I've learned not to be baited by the theatrics in the beginning. There's still gonna be some final touches being made in this part with the tactics. It looks like Bushhunters are comfortable. Jackson seems to be the one doing the thing. First time I'm watching Bushhunters Gaming Lounge on my store today. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they fare. Not sure who's representing them, but seeing as this is Bonge CK's account that's streaming their gameplay, maybe it's him playing for them. And if that is the case, then Bonges versus Jackson should be quite a saucy affair indeed. But it looks like we are ready to go. And we are finally off with our second match of the stream here. Bushhunters versus Horizon. Milan Skriniar, yes, that's his name. I had forgotten. The Inter Milan centre-back I had mentioned earlier. 86 rated. Playing for Bushhunters. The Bushhunters here with a chance with Juan Cuadrado down the right already. Here's Chiesa. Bushhunters not forcing through across. Playing it up to Insigne. Angel Correa, perhaps the first goal of the game. Big block there from Horizon. Win the ball back here with Eden Hazard. Johan Cruyff, the icon. Got some, seems like we've got some highly rated cards here. There's Ousmane Dembele. Primarily La Liga players on the side of Horizon, it looks like. There's Johan Cruyff. It's our first goal here. Nice turn and shot there from the Dutch legend himself, Johan Cruyff. Cheeky celebration there. Horizon taking the early lead there. Did very well to create some space for himself right inside the 18. And very nicely tucks the ball away into the bottom corner, bottom right corner. And Horizon taking an early lead in this match here. Stream is looking very nice as well. Nice work there from Jackson, repping Horizon. No tactical changes being made by Bushhunters. So again, Jackson seems to be the one perhaps sorting out his tactics a bit more, even though he just scored, which is very interesting. Well taken goal there by Horizon. Making it 1-0 very early on, within the first 10 minutes of the game, I believe. The Bushhunters already have some work to do here. More work to do. They already had work to do, but it's even more work now being 1-0 down. Having Senior here for Bushhunters. Still roaming with the ball a little bit. Passes it to Kalidou Koulibaly. Finds Juan Cuadrado. Seems to be playing as a right back here. Behind Federico Chiesa. The Bushhunters lose the ball. It's back with Horizon and Johan Cruyff, who is marauding down the left wing. And somehow, for some reason, works his way back to cut inside. Now it's Eden Hazard. Perhaps could have taken a shot there. Antoine Griezmann still has a chance. It is 2-0 to Horizon. Still looking as strong as they did when they finished Season 1 and won the whole thing. Easy as you like. Antoine Griezmann. Of course, on loan from Barcelona at Atletico Madrid, now making it 2-0. Cool as you like from Horizon there. Looking very comfortable in this match already, despite not having a majority of the possession. It goes to show that possession doesn't mean much unless you can make it count. There's Correa again. Looking for the cutback to Insigne, but it's very easily dealt with by Thibaut Courtois. It's Ferland Mendy for Horizon now. The La Liga squad doing the business for Horizon here. Johan Cruyff latching onto the through ball from Eden Hazard again. Hazard with the ball. Llorente to Federico Valverde. Dembele might make it 3-0 here. It's a last-ditch tackle there from Milan Skriniar. Now Lorenzo Insigne trying to run with the ball, but very sloppily given away by Bushhunters. Horizon looking very comfortable indeed. I mentioned earlier that maybe they didn't have a majority of the possession, but as the first half has progressed, they've, I think, seen more and more time on the ball. Of course, they've gotten themselves 2 early goals. So they're in a very good position already. Federico Valverde to Llorente. Here's Johan Cruyff. Horizon working the ball round Bushhunters very neatly here. Johan Cruyff on the ball again on the edge of the 18. Could make it 3-0. Trying maybe a bit too much inside the box. He was well won back by Juan Cuadrado. The Bushhunters don't seem to have as much conviction as on the ball as Horizon do. Perhaps shows the level of experience on that side. Correa is on the ball once again. And loses the ball to Jules Koundé. Plays it to Eden Hazard. Horizon looking very comfortable indeed as we get into the final 10 minutes of the first half. Horizon still looking for their third goal of the game. Johan Cruyff. Ball finds its way to Dembele and now Llorente. Horizon not forcing anything through. There's Johan Cruyff. Loses the ball inside the box. And Bushhunters, has to be said, looking very tame in possession at the minute. Ball finds its way to Chiesa on the right wing. Federico Chiesa of Juventus. Looking for the cut back to Correa, and there's the goal finally for Bushhunters Gaming Lounge from Maringo. Finally find themselves a goal. It was a bit tough for them, but they finally found their way to the back of the net. With 5 minutes to go in this first half. Angel Correa, the Atletico Madrid striker, doing the business for Bushhunters. I think I had the names wrong here. The entire half should be switched around here, I believe. No, the names were right, my bad. Ousmane Dembele here for Johan Cruyff. And Horizon get themselves a third goal before the end of the first half. Here is Griezmann. Losing possession, perhaps the end of the first half here, maybe 1 minute of added time. Chiesa, no added time here, should be the end of the first half now. Kunde running the ball off the pitch, and that is all she wrote. 2-1 here to Horizon Gaming and Esports. We shall be seeing the stats. I think in the first parts of this first half, Bushhunters had a bit more possession, but Horizon were making their chances count. So that very early goal from Johan Cruyff, and then a second from Antoine Griezmann. And as time went on, Horizon settled into the game more and more. You can see Bushhunters have had more possession. Horizon settled into the game more and more, saw more of the ball. But their defense didn't quite hold up for the entire half. Bushhunters pulling one back. So, going to be an interesting second half for us here. To see how the game progresses here. Bushhunters seem content with their tactics, not making any changes. We'll be going straight back into the second half. It is 2-1 to Horizon Gaming and Esports. Versus Bushhunters Gaming Lounge. And here we see Horizon kicking us off here in possession. Eden Hazard playing to Llorente. Horizon trying to move the ball very quickly. You can see a lot of quick movement from the players. But almost losing the ball there with Dembele. Johan Cruyff trying the roulette, but doesn't come off. Now here's Insigne for Bushhunters Gaming Lounge. Playing the ball through to Luka Modric. Ball finds its way to Correa eventually. Federico Valverde losing the ball on the edge of the box. Not enough for a penalty there. Looked like a tough challenge from the defender there. But not enough in that for a penalty for sure. Bushhunters looking more dangerous. Looking a bit tighter at the back. But Horizon as well. Looking pretty good in the defensive department. Not giving Bushhunters any easy time to find a clear-cut chance. But just as I say that, Bushhunters find themselves a shot with Correa once again. There was a big save from the keeper. Bushhunters back on the ball. At the edge of the 18, Lorenzo Insigne finds his way through the defense, but it's a save there from Thibaut Courtois. Relatively easy save there for the Real Madrid keeper. Forgotten what his rating is in FIFA 22. It's Horizon with Johan Cruyff here. Again, a lot of teams you watch in my store, a lot of competitive FIFA players you'll find don't favor sort of crossing the ball. I think that's sort of cutbacks are still the meta when it comes to FIFA. You can see here Bushhunters are making some changes here. Wilfried Zaha coming on for Marcelo Brozovic. But he's going to be playing in the middle, apparently. We'll see how it goes. At least one of the tactics involved shows him playing in the middle, which is very interesting. This has been a fairly interesting match so far. Horizon still in the lead, looking for their third goal. Dembele very nearly getting a goal there. That wasn't Dembele, my bad. I think that was Zaha. Hitting the post to the volley there. Could very easily have been 3-1. Sorry, Zaha came on for Bushhunters. I'm getting the name wrong. Whoever that was for Horizon. Might have, I think it was Dembele actually. But here's Valverde to Griezmann. Horizon working the ball carefully, trying to find themselves a clear-cut chance. There's Cruyff, who isn't offside, interestingly. Finds Dembele. The ball once again is in the back of the net. Ousmane Dembele making it 3-1 for Horizon Gaming and Esports. Representing Parklands. The reigning Maestro champions, of course. Still showing us why they won during Season 1. And a bit more of a mountain to climb once again for Bushhunters Gaming Lounge. These test matches you'll find will be setting the tone for the league in the run-up to Season 2 next year. Bushhunters have, in their defense, given a good account of themselves so far. Here's Insigne for Bushhunters, but his pass is intercepted. Griezmann back on the ball here, finding Ousmane Dembele. Approaching the end of the second half here. Horizon perhaps trying to make it 4-1. The very, very, very audacious finesse shot there from Horizon. Trying to find the top corner perhaps, but it was saved by Samir Handanovic for Bushhunters, who are now trying to break on the counter with Wilfried Zaha. But Ousmane Dembele catches up and wins the ball back. Ball is given back to Bushhunters with Luka Modric. Lorenzo Insigne trying to find a way through Llorente here, but Llorente coming out on top in that duel. Horizon have been looking very good this second half. Perhaps gonna wanna put this game to bed completely with a fourth goal. Have a 2-goal lead over Bushhunters at the minute. And things could turn around in a split second. Here's Insigne. And we see Bushhunters perhaps making some final changes before the end of the game. Last roll of the dice to try and get that equalizer. Those 2 goals they need to get back in the game. There's very little time left. Horizon have been looking quite solid in this second half especially. Bushhunters haven't been able to find a way through yet. But anything can happen with FIFA. With a cross there from Bushhunters, a free man. Very, very poor marking there from Horizon, but they dodged a bullet there. Wasn't able to catch who took the shot there, but he'll be very disappointed with that. Big chance there for Bushhunters to get their second goal of the game and cut Horizon's lead down to 1. So going into the final 5 minutes of the second half here, time is running out for Bushhunters. They're getting forward once again. Wilfried Zaha cutting it back to Federico Valverde. And this should be a goal, yes. Bushhunters making it 3-2 with Luka Modric. It's going to be a very interesting few minutes now. And I do believe if Bushhunters can get an equalizer, we'll be looking at extra time. It's been quite the interesting match here between these two lounges. Of course, Bushhunters being newcomers to the Esto program. Already giving a good account of themselves, a very good account. The 1 minute of added time, final attack of the game here. Bushhunters, can they get an equalizer in the dying moments? That's kind of cruel from the ref. These guys were getting forward. They had a chance to equalize there, but the ref calls time on that match. It is the final whistle blown there. Horizon Gaming and Esports, the reigning champions, winning that one 3-2. Bushhunters made it very interesting towards the end, but they did not have enough to get a result in the end. Very well played by both teams. It was an entertaining match. They will be looking forward to seeing more of them going forward, of course. But yeah, that was quite an interesting match there. Well played once again. And we'll be looking forward to the next test matches. Of course, if you're not following us on our social media at E-League Series on Twitter and Instagram, we'll have more information for you on those. But yeah, nice stuff there from Horizon. Took an early 2-goal lead in the first half. But Bushhunters made it 2-1 before the end of the first half. Horizon extending the lead in the second. The Bushhunters, of course, as you just saw there, making things very interesting towards the end, but Horizon holding firm and getting the win. So that's going to be it from us. Wins here for Qwerty Gaming Lounge, 4-2 over Sounds Palace Entertainment. Buruburu getting 1 over Shuge once again. A rematch in that one from the last test match we had a few weeks ago. And just now, as you've seen, Horizon winning 3-2 against Bushhunters. Parklands emerging victorious against Maringo. An all Nairobi affair in today's stream. Of course, the only lounge we have from outside Nairobi is Bushhunters Gaming Lounge from Mombasa. Perhaps we'll see them in the next set of test matches. But yeah, it's going to be it from us, guys. Thank you for joining us. I've been your host, DVK. Stay locked on our socials once again at E-League Series. We'll be back, I'm sure, with more test matches very soon. So until then, enjoy the rest of your holiday today. Today is a public holiday. What is it? Utamaduni Day. It's holiday on the 10th of October. Always changes like every year. Can barely keep up. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your holiday, guys. We will see you next time. Until then, take care. Peace.